Now, Huawei might not be selling a lot of smartphones in India right now, but the company's wearables are flying off the shelves. Now, the brand recently launched the Huawei Watch GT2, and now they've come up with this. Now, this, my friends, is the Huawei Watch GT2e, and while I work on my full review for the same, let me talk about my initial impressions after spending 24 hours with this watch strapped to my wrist. Let's go. But guys, before we get on with the video, make sure to hit the bell icon and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so that you don't miss out on any quality tech content that we put out. Now that we have done that, let's get on with my initial impressions of the Huawei Watch GT2e. Okay, first things first, isn't the GT2e the most beautiful looking watch you've seen? I mean, it's surely the prettiest one I've worn on my wrist, and I really like the way the company has designed it. Now, be it the perforated straps, which aren't just for show and actually serve a purpose by making the watch more breathable to wear, to the all-metal dial with chamfered edges and the quirky buttons. The GT2e looks less like a fitness watch and more like a party accessory. But as good as the watch looks, there is one big issue with the fit of the GT2e, and that is that the watch isn't light, and at 43 grams without the straps, you will feel its weight after a bit. Now, as much as I appreciate the wearable's premium metal dial, I would have exchanged it for something lighter in a heartbeat. But if you can get used to the weight, then you'll find the wearable extremely comfortable to wear and work out in. I did my usual set of exercises including push-ups and burpees, and the GT2e didn't once bite me in the wrist. Okay, so how do you navigate around the Huawei Watch GT2e? Well, it's pretty simple. So you see these two buttons right here? Well, the top one is used to open the app drawer or go back to the home screen, whereas the bottom one is used to quickly access all your workout modes. As for the rest, swiping left or right on the screen will let you access your quick shortcuts, and swiping down on the display will bring up your quick toggles. Lastly, a swipe up on the display will bring up your notifications tray, and to go back a page, you can swipe left again. Oh, by the way, you will be doing all these finger gymnastics on Huawei Watch GT2e's 1.39-inch AMOLED panel, which comes with a resolution of 454 by 454 pixels. And boy, does this display look good. The panel is among the nicest displays you can get on a smartwatch, and colors really pop on the screen. Plus, Huawei has gone the extra mile to ensure that you can't keep your eyes off of it by offering these really cool and funky watch faces. You can even customize some of them, and as of writing the script for this first impressions, there are over 100 different watch faces available for you to customize your watch with. Now you must be wondering, isn't there something that I do not like about the Huawei Watch GT2e's display? I mean, surely it cannot be perfect, right? Well, I do not like its always on display. But Prateek, isn't that a very good feature to have on a smart wearable? You're absolutely right, it is. So allow me to confirm why it is not good on the Huawei Watch GT2e. See, the purpose of an always on display is to conserve battery life, and they work exceptionally well on AMOLED screen. But with the Watch GT2e, turning on the always on display, or as the company calls it, a standby display, will cut the battery life in half, and it will also not let you use the raise to wake screen feature. So if you have the smartwatch's always on display turned on, then you'll constantly have to press this button to unlock the screen, which is just poor implementation in my opinion. Okay, on to fitness tracking now, and so far I haven't really had a chance to test everything, but what I can tell you is that step tracking is really good on the Huawei Watch GT2e. The wearable doesn't track ghost steps either, and since it comes with a built-in GPS, you won't need to carry your phone with you if you go out for a run. And yes, you can go out for a run in the rain, as the wearable comes with a 5 ATM water resistant rating. Now the good thing is that while the watch doesn't come with support for third-party apps, you can load your own MP3s, as there's 4 GB of built-in storage. You can then pair earphones to the watch and use it to listen to music and map your runs at the same time. There's heart rate monitoring on board too, and the company also plans to bring SpO2 tracking to the GT2e via an OTA update. Now I'll talk more about the wearable's fitness tracking capabilities in my full review, so stay tuned. Now coming to the battery life, the company claims that the Huawei Watch GT2e can last up to 2 weeks of a single charge, but I'll have more to say about this in my full review. Now a couple more pieces of information that I'd like to share with you about the Watch GT2 are as follows. Firstly, the wearable comes with a proprietary OS and doesn't support third-party applications. Now the Kirin A1 processor on board keeps everything running fine, but I did see some lags and stutters in the UI. And finally, you can't reply to notifications on this watch, nor can you answer calls as it doesn't have a built-in mic. Now you can take calls, but you'll still have to speak into your phone's microphone. And that wraps up my first impressions of the Huawei Watch GT2e. Now at 11,990, this is surely an interesting proposition, but I do need some more time to test it. So while I go out for a run to test the wearable, do let me know in the comments below if you feel that the price is right with the Huawei Watch GT2e. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, do give us a big thumbs up. Until next time, this is Prateek from Mr. Phone signing off.